Yeah. Yeah. Guess who came back with a large fucking fist to eat the Brooklyn blast furnace? I brought your ugly bitch with me. Your shit is sus. Ain't nobody trying to hear you talk. When Jimmy's on the mic, they take your whack shit and turn it off. It's real life, not them stories that you punks say. He made it out alive, and he's relatively unscathed. So subscribe to the podcast and share the post and tell your stupid friends to do the same. You heard it here from Coast.
We're on.
We're on. Welcome to another episode. Actually, it's the second in the resurgence of the Brooklyn Blast Furnace podcast. And you're overseas. I'm on here. Very, very special guest here. I gotta trump up your little intro. No, because seriously, I've been looking forward to, and I'll get into how I actually got in contact with you and whatnot. But once we set this up, I've really been looking forward to having this conversation because although we don't have the exact same story, it's very parallel in a lot of different ways. So in a lot of different ways. So I've been looking forward to this. Plus, it's like, it's a real story. It's not, I'm not going to just, you're not in a band. So I'm not going to talk to you about your band. So not shitting obviously on any of that, but it's just a different kind of conversation, which I enjoy doing. So without further ado, Michael Klein, author extraordinaire and survivor of the mean New York City streets. But your nickname is I-Beam.
Yes.
But I just want to get that out of the way. Why is your nickname I-Beam?
I was many years ago. I was at a keg party in lovely Staten Island, New York. And I was there with the guys from Agnostic Front. And at the time, their drummer was Will Shepler.
Okay.
I did not get along with Will. Will did not like me. I did not like him.
Will's actually a good guy. I actually had him on here a few years ago. But actually, Will's a good guy. Times have changed, so maybe you'll get along now.
Exactly. I could imagine, I don't really know what his beef was with me, but long story short, I got hammered,
That's what happens at a keg party.
Yeah. I'm not a big guy. I'm 5'8". I'm like 135 pounds.
Right.
And I got a little drunk and I had fell into a keg and I made this big mess, typical sloppy drunk shit. And
been there.
I had hit the ground, and Will, who was trying to diss me, says, "Oh, check out Michael. He's about as tough as an I-Beam." Kind of like calling the fat guy tiny, or
Sure.
And Roger from AF, he just loved it. He goes, from now on, I'm going to call you I-Beam, and I've been I-Beam ever since. Decades now.
Happens like that.
Yeah.
So if Will was the drummer, that had to have been somewhere around 87.
Something like that.
Because the first album that Will played drums on, as far as recording wise, probably beforehand, because in between Cause for Alarm and Liberty and Justice, Liberty and Justice was the first album that he was on. And then Live at CBGB's came out also in 87, and that was also Will. And Cause for Alarm came out in 86, so it had to have been like 87.
Sometime in that time frame,
Yeah. Very cool. So now, I wondered why it was I-Beam. I know that you're a thin guy. Maybe it was just because you're thin. I don't know.
Nope, that's where it came from. It came from the wonderful Will Shepler.
There you go, of the mighty Agnostic Front.
Thank you, Will. It's stuck.
Shout out to Will Shepler and of course Roger and
of course
guys. You look like you're freezing.
It's very cold here in southern Spain right now. I think it's like maybe 43 degrees out, and it's 1 a.m.
Yes. Thank you for actually, because the time frame. I was like, man, this time frame is gonna kill this guy. You know,
Yeah.
I ran in from work, I threw myself in the shower, and I ran here. So just to make it, obviously.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate it. I am not a nighttime person.
That was the first thing I
I'm
texted you. I was like, "Are you a night owl? Because it would be better if
yeah,
you were." But you're like, "I'm."
no. I'm one of the rare creative types as far as writing goes. Like 8 a.m. to like noon. That's like my sweet spot. That's when I'm like, blah, 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 blah,
Right.
blah, blah. After that, I'm like,
You're done.
I'm done. I'm done with the creative shit.
Nice. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, whenever, because we all know. Actually, I really haven't. I mean, in the little prologue thing that I put out like a couple weeks ago, I just touched on it. But whenever because this as well as a lot of people, that I'm in the middle of writing my book, and usually I might write a little bit tonight, but the only real chance I get is after I come home from work.
Yeah.
And sometimes if I don't have my daughter on the weekends, yes, but if I have my daughter, I do like no writing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but then I'll hunker down, and sometimes I'll bang out like 4 or 5 pages, 6 pages, 10 pages. But then sometimes I'll type and it'll just be like a paragraph. And I'm like, all right, I don't have the head for it. I can't see straight because I'm shot from work or whatever.
Yeah.
So I get that whole creative, and then you're done.
Yeah. I mean, you working on your first novel, like there's definitely a sweet spot. It's like a Zen-like thing where, at least for me, when I'm writing, I'm actually not writing. I'm more like I'm channeling. I'm like thinking about what I want to write about. And I'm a traditional typist.
Yeah.
It goes right to my fingers. It like bypasses any kind of thinking. And I'm like,
I find that to be, because listen, I've never written a book at all, and this was another reason why I was looking forward to talking to you, is because, like I said before, we don't have the exact same story, but it's very parallel with certain things. Like my drug of choice was not yours, but that really doesn't make a difference in the
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's the losing everything and the whole shit show that comes along with it.
Yeah.
So I'll have. Sometimes I'll feel like an absolute psycho where I'll be right here and I'll be typing and I'm putting, funny shit, embarrassing shit, all the bullshit and the tragic shit too. But I'll be in my head and I have a ridiculous memory for some reason. It's ridiculous. I have no business having the memory I have. It doesn't even make sense. So I'll be writing, and I will be in that room or in that place with these people. And as I'm just writing, I'm laughing out loud and stuff. It just becomes like, I don't even realize I'm typing. It's just like almost like I'm thinking and the words are coming out onto the screen. So it is a very Zen-like thing at times. Sometimes I have to stop and really think and write it a certain way, which the deal. But a lot of times I find myself in that weird mental state where I'm just going. And it flows, and it's a I can't really put my finger on it. I guess you have to do it in order to know that feeling, which
I know it well.
Yeah. So it's very cool, and my editor and stuff like that. He asked me, he was like, "You've never written before?" I'm like, my sister used to do my book reports for me when I was in elementary school. Like, I've never written anything. He's like, "Well, I'll be honest with you." He's like, what I'm reading right now, and he's been an editor since 1969, and he's done a whole bunch of shit. He's known, and he knows people and all that shit. But he's like, I'll tell you one thing. He's like, for somebody that has never written anything before, he's like, you're doing better now than people who are already established authors that I've already seen like their rough drafts of like their second, third, fourth, fifth book. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. I'm just like, that's kind of cool, but that just makes me feel weird in a weird way. I don't understand. It's like, it doesn't even make sense to me.
Just take the compliment.
Oh, I do.
And I can completely understand where you're coming from, but I'm going to tell you something, man. There are some of us, we're just writers. I never knew I was a writer. Dude, I worked as a printer for 25 years. I've done all kind of shit jobs.
Yeah, me too.
I always wanted to be a writer. I did some writing in the early 90s, and I was getting published in like Iron Horse magazine. They
Okay.
were buying my stuff. I was getting published in, oh shit, some of these early tattoo mags.
Okay.
And the reason, well, you read my book. I think you'll understand. The
Yes,
reason
I
I
did.
didn't pursue it is yeah, that's it. My wife at the time was so fucking jealous that I was just mailing out manuscripts and paychecks were coming in that
Yeah.
I actually stopped because she was an aspiring clothing designer. She was very good, and she was putting her stuff in these little East Village stores, and nobody was buying it. And I mean, you read my book.
Yeah.
You kind of get an idea of what my ex-wife, what
Oh,
type of person she
sure
was.
do. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's similarities with that too, because
Yeah.
I'm reading it, and my last relationship was very much like that.
Yeah.
It's like, why can't you be happy for the things that I'm doing that are good?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why do you have to shit on things that I'm doing good? I'm not bothering anybody. I'm actually doing a good thing that
Right.
at the end of the day will probably benefit the both of us.
Yeah.
But you want to like shit in my farina. Why?
Yeah.
It's like, what is that about that type of person? It's like,
Mhm.
whatever. It's like, fine. You want have at it. Just because
Yeah.
you're miserable in whatever you're doing, you're not taking me down in your misery. I've been miserable, self-inflicted misery for so many years
Yeah.
that I finally fucking dug myself out of that fucking shithole.
Mhm.
I refuse to have somebody walk around me and just be just a dark fucking cloud
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
And some things aren't her fault, and some things
Mhm.
absolutely are. But it's like, yo, man, I can't do that shit. Not no more.
Yeah.
So
I did it. I did
I
it.
did it too.
And,
Guilty. And shame
yeah.
on me though for
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
for looking past it. One thing I've learned, it's like I'll never ignore the red flags again.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like there's so many red flags, but everything else seems so awesome. So you just
Yeah.
kind of, everything else is perfect. So you look
Mhm.
past them. But at the end of the day, those initial red flags are the reason why it all went down into flames.
Yeah. 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 We definitely crashed and burned. I don't believe I got into it much in the book, but you know, we're both strung out. I was spiraling much quicker than she was. I
Yeah.
didn't give a shit. I was on a crash course. Like,
Yep.
I'll make it maybe a year, maybe 2 years. I don't give a shit. I want out.
Yep.
And she says to me, I want a divorce because you're gonna die a dirty junkie and blah blah blah. And for a second, I was like, oh my God, my marriage.
Right.
And a minute later, I was like, holy shit, this is fucking awesome.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I've gotten rid of a problem.
Yes. I've gotten rid of the headache. Another
Yeah.
headache.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or a potential headache. Like, when is that headache going to enter again? Like, everything will be
Yeah.
cool for a while, but it's like, I'm gonna it's a little bit weird and off topic, but I used to watch that stupid Ozzy Osbourne show.
Right.
And one of the kids, whatever, or maybe it was the wife, whatever, was saying, like, right now he's sober, talk about Ozzy, he's sober and everything, but always in the back of their head, they're waiting for the next time, because that next time always happens. So it's like, it became like that for me. I always pop that in my head for some weird reason that stuck with me. It's like, okay, things are great, but right in the back of my head, right underneath the surface, I know something's going to happen again. And that's how you start to live your life. And then you start to walk on fucking eggshells. And then it's like, what am I doing? Yeah. It's like a gradual manipulating fucking thing that you get caught up in. Mm-hmm. And then I fucking punch myself in the face and snap the fuck out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Idiot.
Well, the funny thing with her was, once I agreed to it, I'm telling you, dude, like the very next day I was strung out at the time. I was sitting in this bar and I can't remember where it was. I'm sure it's not there anymore because I think it was on my block of St. Mark's between First and A. And I remember this bar specifically because I used to shoot cocaine in the bathroom.
Oof.
It was my spot, you know?
Mhm.
And I ended up meeting this 20-year-old girl who was an NYU student, and she was a trust fund kid.
Oh.
And she just fell in love with me, and she was hot,
Ching
you know?
ching.
Exacto, man. Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my problems are over.
Uh-huh.
And my wife at the time, because we were still living together, and I didn't come home that night.
Oh,
And I
that
came
that
home.
was already a shit show.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I came home like 30 hours later, and she was like, well, I heard you were with some young girl, you know? I was like, it's like, yeah, whatever, you know. She's
Yeah.
like, you know, I don't think we should get divorced. I'm like, oh no, I think we should get
Yeah.
divorced.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I'm not gonna prolong this fucking insane fucking nonsense.
Yeah, no.
I
She turned
brought
out
enough insanity to my own life. I don't need to harbor and
Yeah.
keep more. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, I did not cover this in the book, but one of the really shitty things that I did was I don't mention this girl at all in the book. If you,
Yeah.
I'm sure you remember, like, what? Some
Yeah.
other girl?
Yeah.
um,
I thought about that. The trust fund kid. I'm like, I'm like, okay.
yeah. She was, you know, young, had money, incredibly naive. She had a very severe eating disorder. You know, she was like a purger.
Yeah. She's
And
bulimic.
yeah, exactly. And once I had just told her, like I think one of my needles fell out of my pocket, and she's like, "Oh, are you are you taking insulin?" And I was like,
Yeah, I'm diabetic,
no."
honey.
Yeah. And I was broke, and I said, you know, I really need some money for dope. And she's like, well, I'll give you money if you buy one for me. And I was like, haha, okay, give me the money.
Sure.
Which
Yeah,
is, you know,
you buy
is a
me 10,
terrible
I'll
thing
buy
to
you
do.
10.
Yeah. You know, and that's such a terrible thing to do.
Of
But
course.
she fed my addiction, you know.
Yeah. Well,
She fed my addiction for a while. And another story that's actually not in the book is her and I ended up sharing an apartment together. And she ended up strung out like I did. And she went to rehab. And 3 weeks later, she came back to our apartment fucking married. She met some crackhead. They both bailed on rehab, and they legally got married.
you know what's fucking nuts is that shit, that type of stuff happens more than people would ever imagine.
It's
too broken.
It's a real, yeah.
Yeah, but they, you know, they always say it's like two dead batteries can't start a car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the same kind of shit.
Dude, there was so many stories that I did not put into the book because
I'm sure.
my first book was massive. My first book, well, we talked about this. My first book was 220,000 words. And I think you've already surpassed that
I have.
on your current book.
Yeah.
And the New York book, I definitely wanted to keep it like easily digestible.
Yeah.
But what you read was like 5% of what I went through.
Oh, and I took it for what it was worth too, because I get if you wrote every single story, I would still be reading it, and I would probably have half of it to go.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I would still be writing it.
Of course, yeah. Well, same here. It's like, but my editor, I'm just taking my advice because, like I said, I've never dipped my toes in this kind of water before. So he just told me, he's like, just write and write and write and write, and then. You know, when you're done, we could always chop, you know what I mean? Which I know is going to happen. Like currently right now, as I'm recording this, like I think I'm on page like 563 or something like that. And I still have like 8 more years to write about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to say it's probably going to be about 750 pages when I'm done, because I get into some real fucked up shit in a couple of years from where I'm at now. And so I know that people are like, wow, you're 500 something pages. I'm like, yeah, but it's going to get cut out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. definitely.
A lot of it, because
Yeah.
what am I going to do if there's not enough? What am I going to do? Start coming up with stories to add? Like, no, I'd rather
No.
have I'd rather have 300 pages cut out,
Mm-hmm.
and I still have my book, and then his job is just to make it like a real book where the average idiot can read it. You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait to read it. I can't wait to read it. The little bit that you've teased us with.
Yeah, I just tease a little bit here and there. And plus, that's all rough draft shit. Like, even those words, I mean, some of the little things that I put in there might not even make the book. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or it might be tweaked a little bit. That's just me,
Mm-hmm.
like, little snippets here and there.
Yeah.
You know, and I never really had like a personal, like, even like my personal Facebook page, I don't really put anything real personal. I'll put like Christmas, like meet my daughter, you know, something like that. I'm not taking pictures of my food. You know what I mean? You know, I'll put up, like, you see, like that location stuff that I do. I'll post that. But other than that, like, other things I really don't. So I save that stuff for like the Instagram page and the group. I put up, like, I never put up pictures of like me as a child and stuff like that, like anywhere. But I keep that stuff there because that stuff is obviously going to be in the book. And But it all started from this podcast, episodes 49 and 51.
Mm-hmm.
I just decided to do a Jimmy Ferrari Life and Times episode, and so many people were just like, dude, that should be a movie, you should write a book, blah blah blah. And it sounded weird to me to even hear that. I'm like, all right, like, whatever. And then like 6 years later, I literally woke up and I was like, I think I'm gonna write a book.
Yeah.
And now I'm like 3/4 of the way done with it, which is just baffling to me. Yeah. You know what I want to do real quick before I forget, though?
Yeah.
I want to just let everybody know how I actually found you and how we even got to this. Because first of all, I had no idea that you were an author before.
Mm-hmm.
What was I looking for? I think because I always wanted, all right, you mentioned Agnostic Front before, and for the people that are listening, my buddy I-Beam over here is the guy that took every single photo that is within the entire layout of the Agnostic Front Last Warning record at CBGB's, which was recorded December 23rd, 1992. And I was there. And there's that one picture of me and Roger, pretty much. And it's a standalone picture. Even though the whole thing is a collage, it's a standalone picture of just me and him. So I think I was Googling Agnostic Front Last Warning because what I always wanted to do, I wanted to get that picture and just blow it up into like a normal sized picture, throw it in a frame or something like that. Because it's a cool picture, great memories, old nostalgia, the whole deal. So one thing led to another. Next thing you know, I see a set of pictures of like the real shots from, like, they're not even cropped. They're like the real shots of that layout. And I see that you're the photographer. I'm like, all right, well, I never knew this. So I hit you up, not knowing how active you are on social media or anything. I figure, fuck it, let me just write this guy and just throw it out there, asking you if you actually had the full version picture or whatever of this one. And I sent you like a copy of it. It was like I took the picture of like the CD, and it's like a really shitty quality of this. And then you told me what?
Like, I don't have shit from those days because
and I was so disappointed.
It's like I ended up a heroin addict and, lost everything. And the only reason I have those actual digitals is there was a guy I knew from Germany that used to come to New York, and he had said to me, anytime you take any cool hardcore, photos, can you mail them to me? So I mailed them to him. So he still has some of these original. I don't think he even has the originals. I think he digitized everything.
Yeah.
And dude,
he has the one of me and Roger.
You know what? I'm going to I should contact him and ask him if he has that one.
Because I look at him, I'm like, of course, not one of them with me and it's here. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, the life of a heroin addict. This is what happens, dude.
Yeah. I know.
You lose everything.
Yeah. And then you told me something where I was just like, fuck. I even said it, I think, out loud. Like, actually, I read it. that your wife at the time did what with your stuff?
She took my entire
Oh,
portfolio of prints that I had made and all of my negatives, and she shoved them down the trash compactor in our East Village apartment.
motherfucker,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. She took everything that had any value to me and just fucking burned it.
See, that stings because I have pictures from years. I was always the idiot out at the bars in the early
Yeah,
90s and stuff with a disposable camera in my pocket. People be
Yeah.
like, why do you have a camera? I'm taking pictures in the bar and shit.
Yeah.
Now, all those people who were still around that I still keep contact with, they always want to see those pictures now. You were always the picture guy. I'm like,
Yeah.
so when you told me that, oh God, I'd be so pissed.
Yeah, and that one hurt too, man. I was like, I had all this great hardcore stuff, tons of like Murphy's Law shows, backstage,
Yeah,
lots of
candid
Agnostic
shots.
Front, yeah, all the candids, and they're all fucking gone. Man.
You had pictures. You have a couple of pictures on your Facebook page in the New York Hardcore Photography album. You have pictures of you and Roger's squat.
Yeah.
You have shit like that. Like that's cool shit that like people never really seen, man. Like those pictures aren't out there like that,
No. I'm gonna tell you something about Roger, and I know he won't mind.
Okay.
How
I need to get him on here. I need to get him. I never had him on here. We were supposed to do one a couple of years ago, but then he's hard to get in touch with. He's always around the world somewhere. I need
he's touring.
Yeah. I had Vinny Stigma and Mike Gallo on here. I had Will Shepler on here. I had Rob Kabula I had on here. A lot of people on here, but I never had Roger and I never had Jimmy G. I don't know why. But go on. Sorry.
I will tell you, like, it's almost embarrassing how I met him. He was my like hardcore idol, It's like, oh, I'm going to see AF,
Goddamn right you were.
Yeah. I ended up writing his record label a fucking fan letter, like literally, snail mail.
Yeah.
And I put my address in it and my phone number.
What was it? In Effect Records? Or
it was
Rat Cage, In Effect, Combat?
I think it was Combat.
Okay.
I think it was Combat Core.
Yeah.
And the fucker calls me. And I was living in Staten Island at the time, and he calls me and he was just like, hey, yo, this is like Roger from AF. I live on Van Duzer Street. I'm like a mile from you. He's like, call me when you get this. He like left me this like, answering machine message.
Yeah.
And so I get home from work, and I'm married at the time, and it was my wife and I. We were both totally into AF, and we call him. He's like, yeah, why don't you come over? We're like, oh my God, we're going to Roger's house.
Yeah, just a regular guy.
Yeah,
I know.
And we went there, and we ended up really hitting it off. And like Roger and I, we took motorcycle riding classes together. We got like really tight, and it wasn't like, it's hard. It's really hard to put into words. It's not like he was my hardcore idol anymore. He was just this fucking knucklehead that I knew.
Just Roger.
Because back then, he was a fucking knucklehead, man.
Of course.
He was funny.
Yeah.
Dude, we took him out to dinner once. A nice place, not like a super nice place, but a nicer place. And he had no money. There was no money in hardcore back then. So we made it very clear, my wife and I, like, dude, we're going to take you out for a good meal. And the check comes and I pick it up, and Roger looks right at the waitress and she says, hey, you take food stamps, right? And the woman is like, she's like almost offended. She's like, no, we don't take food stamps. And he gets really loud and he starts saying like, no, but we bought food. All we have are food stamps. Like, he was just kind of a prankster. He used to pull these like jokes, and my wife would get so mad at him, and she would just look over him.
And that's funny.
Yeah. And then we would go see him play. And he was this completely different person on stage.
Sure.
He was like, he's like, yeah, New York hardcore. I'm
Yeah.
you know? And he was this completely different person. And I'm not saying this in any disrespectful
No.
way. He is legit and as true blue as they come.
Oh yeah.
But he has this whole other side.
Sure.
Which, unfortunately, once I had gotten into heroin, because we both left Staten Island at the same time. He left and moved to the squat, and I actually was the sucker who was paying for, an apartment on St. Mark's.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget it, man. I was walking down, I don't know, somewhere on Avenue C, and I'm like waiting in line, and it's obvious what I'm doing. And Roger walked by, and he just looked at me, and he just fucking shook his head, We didn't speak again for, this was probably in around maybe 92 or 93. We didn't speak again until 2017.
Wow.
Like, he cut me out of his life 100 fucking percent.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part with these drugs is I didn't even give a shit. I'm just like, oh, he was never my friend anyway. And we were fucking tight. We were real tight.
Yeah, man.
When Roger went to Florida and went to Harley Mechanic School, my wife and I were the ones who were sending fucking boxes of food and hygiene and shampoo products and it was like I threw that whole fucking relationship away.
Yeah.
He found me on Facebook in like 2015, and he's like, "Is it really you?" And I called him by his nickname, which only a handful of us for a short amount of time called him, which was Mofungo.
Okay.
We all called him Mofungo. So I said, yeah, Mofungo, it's me. So he knew it was really me. And, it was like almost fucking beautiful because he's, we're chatting and he's like, dude, I thought you were dead by now. Wow. I was like, no, I've been clean for like, almost 2 fucking decades. And he ended up playing near me and went and hung out and, it was awesome. Nice. It was nice. It was really fucking like, we got to talk about it, and we didn't talk deep about it. He just said like, man, I was so hurt when I saw you waiting in that fucking dope line. And I'm like, I'm like practically crying. Like, dude, I know.
It's horrible. True though, because you probably, you couldn't see that wait that far in the future. You're waiting online for your turn to cop. So there's so much to go on, and then to actually have that opportunity to get back, like that's a lot, dude. Just as much as I do that a lot of fucking people don't make it, bro. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't make it. You're still here. Roger's still here. Roger was still playing. You were able to see him in 2017 while he was on tour, like which is an awesome thing. And a lot of people could watch the movies and see that shit, maybe read a book here and there, but unless you're really in it, you don't. Some people who don't get it will probably think like, "Oh, Mike, well, that's fucked up." You didn't give a fuck about Roger. That was your boy. But people don't understand the entire mentality that you have when you're within the grips of whatever you're in. You know what I mean? Whether it's dope or anything like that. Anything. You know what I mean? Same here with me, bro. I have times where like I was mostly a drunk. You know what I mean? Like years and years ago, like CBGBs, like Last Warning era, those were the days of, I would drink a couple of 40 ounces. I'd smoke a fucking blunt here and there. I would maybe take a hit of acid, so maybe smoke a little Crazy Eddie Angel dust here and there. You know what I mean? But that was more like party drugs, nothing addicting. You know what I mean? I had my times in the limelight and shit, just eating acid and a lot of hallucinogens and stuff. But then everything fell to the wayside. And then it was, the majority of it was booze. Did I fuck around with blow here and there? Yeah. I never really liked it, though. It was too much of a fiendish drug for me for whatever reason. But I became a fucking full-fledged fucking alcoholic bad, so much so that I had acute pancreatitis when I was like fucking
Oh,
19 years old and had major surgery from it, where the
yeah.
doctor and the surgeon was like, well, there's two things that cause this. It's gallstones and heavy alcohol abuse. And the guy was like, you have no gallstones and
Yeah.
you're 19 years old. I've never seen a 19-year-old with this.
Wow.
And then I have major fucking surgery, and then I'm supposed to go back to get my staples and my staples removed. I go back like 2 weeks later because I'm still boozing with fucking staples in me. That the staples were like fucking, the skin was growing over my staples. And I go and I walk into the fucking doctor's office and I smell like a fucking bar.
Yeah.
And he's just like, and even the doctor was like, "You're a young kid, man. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like this is not cool." And then it still took me. That was in 95. I got sober for good in 2014. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I had a 6-year run of being sober. Then I went nuts, and now I'm sober a little over 9 years again. But people don't realize it's like I don't give a fuck about myself in that moment. You know what I mean? I just don't care. I don't care what you think of me. I don't give a fuck until there's nobody around anymore, and everyone's a scumbag for fucking bailing on you. But that's how I look at it. Like, you're a scumbag. You were never my friend anyway. You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. I'm not doing anything. I'm just drinking like everybody else. But I'm not drinking like everybody else.
No.
I'm drinking for fucking 50 people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And being an asshole and not giving a fuck about anybody but myself. And that's how it is. And people don't get that.
Yeah, unless you've been in that situation,
right?
You don't get it,
No. Yeah. I've embarrassed myself so many times. And at the time, I'm like, yeah, whatever. I felt like it was like, everyone's going to expect it from me anyway. So
I was drunk anyway.
They used to call it pulling a Jimmy. Oh, you're gonna pull a fucking Jimmy? And then even like another friend of mine would like get into a fight or whatever. Danny pulled a Jimmy last night. You know what I mean? Because it's always me who was causing a scene. Yeah, but people don't realize that shit until I wound up fucking sleeping in my truck with nothing.
Yeah.
That's from booze, and that's not from heroin or anything. That's drinking, and I'm talking about drinking beer and vodka in mass quantities, where every single dime I have goes to booze in any way, shape, form, or fashion. It doesn't matter.
I remember something you posted probably on Instagram where you were kind of joking about like, well, lost another job.
Oh, yeah.
You made some comment about like it was the first time you had ever drank like a whole box of wine.
One time in my life.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it, dude.
Dude, I read that little blurb and I'm like, I have to read this book. I'm loving this stuff,
Yeah. It's that was I remember that. That was, if I want to that was, I want to say somewhere in around the 2002 time frame.
Okay.
Yeah. I had like in the summer of 2003 was really bad. I had like 6 jobs within like 2 months.
Yeah.
And I would get fired. I would fire all the time. I'd be fuck you. I'd walk out. Oh my God. But yeah, I worked in a place called Cabooses. It was in Penn Station. First and only job I ever had in Penn State. I burned all my bridges in my neighborhood, all the delis and bagel stores. Like, there was no way. I was banned. Couldn't even go in there to buy anything. I was banned from that. So I wound up getting this shit job, and I was a dishwasher at this place. That job lasted maybe 8 days. You know what I mean? And I was washing dishes. And there was this tall, skinny, very, very pretty blonde, like Scandinavian or Russian girl or something. And she walked over to me and she was like, "You're a white male in America. Why are you washing dishes?" And I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, well, that fucking burns, man. Like, oh, you make me feel like a real fucking woman. What the fuck? So I noticed that there was like one dish. It was like a bar grill type place. And it was like bar food, fucking wings and bullshit like that. But there was
Yeah,
one particular dish that I don't even know what it was, that they used like a tiny dash of like wine in it.
yeah,
And they like a box of wine would last them like 3 months.
yeah.
I knew there was a box of wine, and I was such an asshole. Right? No, so what I would do is we were allowed to drink like fountain soda whenever we wanted to. So I would get like the big plastic fucking cups, and I would put ice in it, and I would put a little bit of Coke, and then when no one's looking, I just pour the fucking box wine and fill it up. I drank the entire box of wine and was fucking shit-faced because I never drank that much wine. Like I was never a fan, but there was nothing else, and I'm at work. Fucking, I'm getting hammered.
Yeah.
And they found out, obviously, it was the new guy because why is he stumbling around at the end of the night?
Yeah.
And then he fired me because I drank that box of wine, and he gave me my shit paycheck minus like $16 for the box of wine.
He charged you for the
He charged me for the box of wine. The fuck. Yeah. And I woke up, it felt like there was an ice pick in my head. I'm like, there's never I ever drink wine again like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's stupid. Just I look back at it now, I just fucking laugh. But like, yeah, I did that shit. Sometimes, for you, is it like sometimes? I know it is for me a lot, even when it's not even necessarily drunk and stuff. Like I was in the Air Force, and it's like I think in my head, I'm like, I really spent like a year and change of my life living in Alaska, working on fighter jets and drinking. Like it almost feels like a movie. Like I really that's weird. It's a weird thing to me. I don't know.
I could relate. I mean, it's like right now. I told you I'm in the south of Spain. I'm visiting my wife's family, and my mother-in-law happened to meet a very, very, very famous movie producer who just moved here. A guy from England. He's worked on some films you may have heard of, like Star Wars, Alien, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Mm-hmm. She starts telling him like, "Oh, you have to read, my son-in-law's book."
And it's called. We haven't even said it. It's called New York City Days.
Junkie Days. And he gave her his home address and says, "Yeah, have him send the book." Well, it's been like 3 weeks. I haven't heard anything. So
fine. He's a busy fucking producer. Leave him be.
Yeah, right. I'm definitely leaving him be. But
don't break too much balls.
Yeah. But my life, dude, like yours, during active addiction, even after I got clean, my life has just remained insane. Like I'm a New Yorker, and like I live in Barcelona. I've lived in Barcelona for 3 years. I snuck into the country during COVID and I never left.
Yeah, there you go. How the fuck does that happen, right? You're like, how did I get here? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Find yourself.
Yeah, man. There are still times I walk the streets of Barcelona and I look around and I'm like, wow, this is a really good simulation because this isn't real. Like, I'm not really here.
Yeah, but you are. It's fucking
crazy. Yeah,
it's
man. Crazy.
Yeah, so it's writing this thing is just like with you, there's a movie producer now has your book in his hands, and it's like, my situation is I posted like on my regular page, I was like, I think I'm gonna write a book. My friend Dominic calls me and he's just like, "You gonna write a book?" I'm like, I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. Sounds like a great idea, but I don't know. And he's like, long story short, he's like, let me just put you in touch with my father-in-law.
Yeah.
All right. His father-in-law fucking edited The Stand. His father-in-law edited Pet Sematary. His father-in-law edited like a dozen Dean Koontz books. His father-in-law is a fucking somebody who's been doing this career since 1969.
Yeah.
That's his job. That's his thing. So I get on the phone with him. Next thing you know, he's like, holy shit, you have something. And he took a liking to me because he lives in Maryland now, but he grew up early, way, way back in the day in Brooklyn. So here's
Perfect.
me,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's kind of like,
yeah,
I like this guy. I get where he's coming
yeah,
from. I went
yeah.
on this road trip. My friend Kevin, who did this art show called Grind,
Mhm.
it was out in Virginia. On my way back, I stopped in. We went out to eat. His name is Pat Labruto. We sat there. We had Chinese food in this place. We got together, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, just write, just write, just
Yeah.
write. You know, he's
Mhm.
like, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all the literary fame, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that'd be awesome. That would be fucking cool. I don't want to be
Yeah.
famous, though. I just want, it would be very cool if something happens. It would be. I'm not going to lie and sit here and say it wouldn't be cool, because it would be fucking awesome if it
Yeah.
gets published and is in mass production. That would be insane. That happening, I would have to pinch myself, because that wouldn't even be real to me at all. But if nothing really happens and I gotta, do whatever, then that's cool too. I don't have
Yeah.
any expectations. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good way to be, because
Yeah, I
the one
know.
thing that I've learned is you have to write, especially books. You have to write books because you want to do it, because you get
Right.
pleasure from it.
Yes.
Because it is a cutthroat industry. It
Yeah.
is- and people don't fucking read.
Right.
We had this talk before. How
Yeah.
many people do you see on the subway reading an actual book?
Not many.
No.
Not many. But a lot of people, like when I wrote it, and not to shit on them, because I'm guilty of the same thing, but I put it out, I'm gonna put a book. Comment. Is there gonna be an audio book version?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
well, that would be cool,
Like,
and I would actually have to do it. You know what I mean? I'm not
Yeah.
gonna have some dude from like Montana do my fucking
Yeah,
story. It would have to be me and my voice,
right.
But well, I would say, I don't know. Maybe if it gets that far, cool.
Yeah.
Then absolutely, it will be there
Yeah.
a Kindle version like on Amazon. Probably, if it gets
Probably.
picked up, then yeah, then you can read it on your fucking phone or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was on the subway reading the book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I do that often. I haven't been reading as much as I used to, because I'm writing my own shit.
Yeah.
I have books like crazy, and I'll rip through a book in a couple of days, and then next thing.
You ripped through my book pretty quick.
I did, and that's only to and from work on the trains too. You know what I mean? Once I come home, there's other shit I got to do, so I'm not just going to sit and read on my bed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not me. But yeah, while I commute, I have no phone service anyway. I'm just like, whatever, and that's when I
Yeah.
get into my books.
Yeah.
It was a couple of days. It was like a couple of days, and there was like a weekend where I couldn't. So I think all in all, like every time I opened it and closed it, it was like 4 days or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a hard read. It's an easy read.
It's an easy read.
And you're flying through it, because and the way you describe, like, because I'm familiar with the Lower East Side and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So you're writing these, and I picture exactly where you are. So
Mhm.
I get the whole thing. So as I'm going, it's like a movie in my head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Through it.
Good. Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was fucking super cool. I'm like, this is a great book.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I gotta have you on here.
Yeah. Without giving too much away, you know the ending, and I haven't gotten any negative feedback, but I was just curious, like, what was your thoughts on sort of that last chapter on that unexpected inspiration? I think you know what I'm getting at without actually saying it.
The guy with the colorful clothes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did I get from it?
Yeah.
I kind of when I was reading that, I couldn't help but kind of, I wouldn't say comparing it, maybe comparing it,
Mm-hmm.
some sort of a parallel to me. When something happens where all of a sudden you find yourself in this black and white world, and everything is gray and miserable, because I completely understand all of that, where nothing is colorful, everything is miserable, everything is black and white and shades of gray, like the Biohazard song. But then next thing you know, you get plucked out of it, and shit just goes in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'm the wrong person to ask that. I thought it was great because I was able to relate in my own way. Yeah, like I was in my truck and I had closed down a bar. It was like 4:30 in the morning, and I went to a 7-Eleven, and I had nowhere to go. I had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
I had like no gas in my truck. My truck was parked down the block from where I used to work. And I went to a 7-Eleven, and I had like $4 in my pocket, and I bought 4.99 bottles of 24-ounce bottles of Budweiser.
Yeah.
And I walked back to my truck, and I got in, and I got into the back seat, and the truck wasn't running, and it was dark out. Like I said, it was like 4:30 in the morning, and I lit a cigarette, and I cracked the beer. I had no shoes on. I took my sneakers off. I'm wearing shorts and like a tank top, a wife beater, and I was smoking a cigarette and drinking a beer. Next thing you know, the colors. I saw fucking sirens.
Yeah.
But there was no noise. It was just the lights, and there was a cop knocking on my back window with a flashlight, asking me if it was my truck, and I was like, "Yeah, it's my truck." Like, I'm in the back seat. It's not even running. I'm not trying to break into.
I'm not even driving.
Yeah, I'm not even in the front seat. I'm in the back seat. It's not even running. I'm sitting here literally smoking a cigarette and drinking. So I got out, and I got into a little argument, but honestly, I don't even really remember what the argument was. Next thing you know, I woke up at Lutheran Hospital on the 5th floor in a gurney.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. I vaguely remember being in the back of an ambulance. And I woke up, and I remember trying to sign my name, but I was shaking like a fucking leaf. And I think I still have it somewhere. It looks like I was in kindergarten learning penmanship. Yeah, it was just like, it was a shadow of what my signature was. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then from that point on, that was like 2 weeks. And then I was in the fucking mental ward for like 2 weeks. And then they put me into a 30-day, it was like a rehab in Bed-Stuy. It was Kingsborough Alcohol Rehabilitation, whatever. And then they knew I didn't have anywhere to go. So I went to like this halfway house type place.
Yeah. And
I wound up getting my job back, and then one thing led to another. And then I met my ex-girlfriend, and then we moved in together. And that's a whole other shit show. Whole sober, insane shit show. But since that was October 1st, 2014, when I got pulled in my truck. And I've been sober ever since.
Good for you.
Yeah. So you asked like what I thought of it. I thought it was great because I was able to relate.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like I said before, like as I'm reading it, I'm picturing everything because I can relate to that stuff. You know, especially when you were like you're standing there and you're asking, you had your little hustle about you needed to get back home and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I see people on the street that still do that, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's people on the subway cars now. I see one guy. I've seen him for 3 years. The guy is still trying to get back to fucking Virginia.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's still trying to get that bus to Virginia. I've seen it for years.
Yeah.
You know?
No, his hustle must be working.
Something's happening. I've seen. Yeah, but he's in bad shape, obviously. Yeah. But
it's a shame.
But it is. It really is. And a lot of people like shit on these people. It's like sometimes, is it annoying? Of course it is sometimes. You know what I mean? But I kind of get it. I kind of fucking get it. I know what it's like to be fucking hungry, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's just people don't realize it until you're in it, and then you have a completely different look on all this shit.
Yeah.
Everyone can
continue to educate people. I've educated a lot of people about this.
Yeah.
When they know me as, this guy, and I laugh and go, 30 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was a different person.
Of course. So was I. And it's like, I'll look back and it's like if I walked over to my fucking 19-year-old self, I'd slap myself in the teeth. You know what I mean? What the fuck are you doing? Like, I don't know that kid anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, that was a completely different person in a completely different lifetime. It's just, it's very crazy. And then some people that you haven't seen in a long time, or you know them for so long, but then they still will throw it in your face, like, oh, like I'm sure you've had people like, oh, well, he's a junkie. Nah, motherfucker, I'm really not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like to some people, I'll
Mhm.
still be a jerk off, drunken asshole.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, it's like you can say whatever you want. You're completely fucking wrong. And if you have this fucking image of me and you want to stay back there and harp on the bullshit asshole that I used to be, then that's on you, dude.
yeah.
You know what I
fine.
mean?
Do
I
it.
gotta go to work tomorrow morning. You're
Yeah.
not. You're in my rearview mirror for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, fuck out of here with that shit. You know. You
Yeah,
know?
I had a handful of people. I had a handful of people, after I had like maybe 2 or 3 years clean, and I
Sure.
was trying to make these amends, and I had a few of them that like accepted the apology and then were really, really blunt and just said, "Yeah, but I'd never let you in my house again." And I'm like, "That's fine. Like, that's on
Right.
you." Like,
Yeah. Still to this day, right? I
yeah,
get it.
yeah,
They'll accept it, but they won't trust you.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that, and you know what? That's on them. They
yeah,
could do whatever they want. They can feel
yeah,
however they feel because
yeah,
at the end of the day, you're doing what you need to do for yourself. Yeah,
exactly.
and you're doing positive shit, and you're not the same person, and
Yeah,
you're not trying to scheme, and you're not waiting on
yeah,
hope lines, and you're not,
yeah,
and you no longer have. It was. I gotta say, it's like I guess I enjoyed because I've never done a lot of the things that you've done. I've never shot heroin, I've never shot cocaine,
mhm.
but when you would say that the fucking freight car was fucking running
Yeah,
through your head,
yeah,
like I'm just like, wow, like I guess so that's how it is. And then you all the time, it seems like every time you shot like too much coke, you would fall on your side.
yeah,
It's like, damn, dude, like you're in the bottom of a staircase and the other guy is fucking
yeah.
like,
And I'm like,
wow.
I'm never gonna do this again,
Right.
except one more time.
Except one more time.
Except one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
I
10
hated
minutes.
coke. I
Yeah.
hated cocaine, but I fucking shot fucking pounds of it.
Yeah.
Like
It's
that's the addiction. That's that monster of like
fucking
I didn't
insane.
even like it, and I couldn't stop doing it.
Right.
It's
Well,
horrible.
well, that's why, like I said before, like did I do like cocaine? Yeah, but I always sniffed it, which is in your terms, that's like, rookie shit. That's
Such a waste of time.
it's a waste of time, right?
Yeah.
But as I'm doing it, I'm like, I know, I just know that I'm gonna wind up coming down, and that's the worst part of it all.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
of course, you keep doing it to avoid that. But I never even liked it as I'm doing it. Like, yeah, do I like the feeling in the moment? Sure, but it's just like it's too much. It's way too much, man. Too much, and that's just snorting the shit. You know what I mean? So God only knows, shooting it and all that stuff.
Yeah. I do not recommend it.
No, no, no. I don't recommend anything that we're talking about except maybe reading the book. That's
Yeah.
it.
I
Yeah, I don't
highly
recommend
recommend that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
all this other stuff,
No,
like me, I don't drink. I don't even touch weed anymore.
right.
I'm
Me
like, I'm I'm like the clean and sober guy,
neither.
And I never thought that like without alcohol or weed or something that I would be able to function, that I
Me
would be
neither.
comfortable around people, and it's all bullshit. It's all like the
Bullshit.
fucking lies in your head. Like,
Yep.
no, you really need to, loosen up before you get around people, and it's just all bullshit.
It's all bullshit. All bullshit. I used to say that shit all the time. Like I tortured an ex-girlfriend of mine. And you know what? Like she's the one that I feel like the worst about for whatever reason.
Mhm.
Susan, like I met her in like the end of 98 and we wound up breaking up in like January of 2001. And I lived with her and she's in the book and she's has an alias, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I did that. I
yeah, I mean,
changed a lot of names.
she's married with like 2 kids now, and listen, God bless her. I hope she's happy and all that. But
Yeah.
but I had a lot. I really, really, really cared about her. But I
Mhm.
was such a drunken knucklehead that I was doing really fucked up shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I forgot what my whole point was with this, but forgot my whole point. But it's like, Yeah, I forgot my whole fucking point, Mike.
I threw you off. I threw you off with that.
Yeah, no, it's all right, but no, but it's just like I just felt fucking terrible, and yeah, I don't know, I forgot my whole point.
We were talking about you need to drink for people to like you, and
That's it. Well, and you know what, a lot of my excuse was because I had met her in the store. She was a customer in the store that I worked in, and I took like a little piece of like receipt paper. I took it off the register, and I put my phone number on there, and I threw it in the bag with like her sandwich. Yeah. And like later on, she came back. She was like, "That was so cute." Blah blah blah. Next thing you know, it's like we're like an item for a while, and she didn't realize that I was such a fucking drunken idiot that a couple of days later, there was no real cell phones yet. And so I called her on a payphone in this bar that I was in. I was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, I'm painting my nails." I'm like, "Oh, you're home?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right, well, if you want, we want to come for a beer or whatever, and we'll hang out." Yeah. So she takes a cab. I had no idea she didn't have a car. She takes a cab and we hang out. Next thing you know, a little while later, we wound up getting an apartment together, and she sees how much of an animal I am. We get into an argument, and my excuse was like it would justify my jerk off behavior. I'm like, "You met me in a fucking bar. Like, what do you expect? Yeah. You met me in a bar. This is who you're with, and I don't give a fuck." I think I've even said it. I was like, "I will die drinking," and I've said that many occasions. And in that moment, I was dead fucking serious about it. Yeah, I will die drinking. I will go on a bender and never fucking come back. And I meant that shit. Which is fucking. I think about it now. I would slap my fucking self so hard. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, it's just the lies and the bullshit. And then me, I'm fucking half retarded, man. I'll fucking go anywhere now. I don't need booze or anything. This is my vice. And it's like this cool mint, stupid little vape thing, because I even put cigarettes down. This is my vice. Yeah. This and coffee. If this and coffee are the only thing I do, I'm doing pretty fucking good, dude.
I would think so.
Yeah.
You got to come to Spain and have some really good coffee.
I'm down. Because for my 50th birthday, I want to go to Europe.
Do it.
Because I need to do this whole location thing also. Because I go on road trips every summer, the last couple of summers. Next summer I'm going to California. I'm doing all of California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and Oklahoma. The following year, which is going to be the summer of my 50th, I want to go to Europe. There's a few bucket list spots that I need to see. Some of it's touristy. Like, I want to see the Coliseum. Is it a tourist trap? Fuck yeah, it is. But I want to see it.
You should see it. Yeah.
I have to. Yeah. Shit like that. So I don't know my route yet, but maybe along my fucking travels, once I settle up, maybe I'll have to fucking pop into Barcelona, because I've never been to Spain. That's fucking cool, man. I'll go to Spain for a few days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come visit.
I'm fucking so down. We'll drink coffee. We'll drink coffee with our pinkies out.
Yeah.
like Vinny Stigma.
Oh, dude, I was just going to mention him because I've been around Stigma for so many years, and every time I'm around him, he fucking has no idea who I am. Not that I'm anybody important, but I'm like fucking I-Beam. And he's always like, yeah, kid, what's your name again? I'm like, I-Beam. He goes, "You want to get a cup of coffee like before the concert?" And that's him. I can see him with the coffee. Like, we'll go get some cappuccino.
Espresso.
Espresso.
Espresso. Yeah. Vinny is one of the greatest people ever. I've been in his tiny little apartment on Mott Street a couple of times. He's been there forever. His whole family used to live in that entire building. Yep. I did a podcast with him and Mike Gallo, the current and long time now bass player. Yeah. So
I like Mike.
He's fucking, Mike's a good dude. But yeah, it's funny. We'd be in the middle of fucking recording a podcast. This is before I was doing the Zoom thing. It was just audio. Yeah. And out of nowhere, Vinny will just say, he has like these wooden like clogs on his feet. And he has a cigar and like a big fucking glass of wine. And out of nowhere, he'll just open up his window and he yells out down to Macho. He's like, "I'm doing a show with Jimmy Ferrari." And he's laughing. "What are you doing?" And then he closes the door. All right. It's fucking hilarious. Yeah. He's such a good guy. He's fucking funny dude.
He is. I'm just always disappointed. He's like, I-beam? Never heard of you. And like, all right, no worries, man. We're good. Yeah. He's so funny.
Great guy.
Yeah.
How you liking Barcelona, by the way?
I'm
Culture
happy
shock?
there. Yeah, yeah. I went through culture shock for maybe like the first year. Because as a New Yorker, and when you walk down the street and someone is this close to you for no good reason, make you a little nervous, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like, well, this person's up to something.
Exactly. And the people in all of Spain, they all do it. They're like magnets to each other. And
Yeah.
it still kind of bothers me. And
Yeah.
there are so many times like people will walk, I'm talking right behind you. Like you can't see them, but you can feel them.
Yeah, that's annoying.
And I get really upset. And I will just abruptly stop walking and turn around. And my wife is like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "What the fuck is this motherfucker doing so close to me?"
Yeah, why are you breathing on my neck, dude?
Yeah. And she says, no, we're Spanish people. We like to be close to everyone, you know? And
all right.
you know, that was a little difficult to get used to.
Yeah, I would have to adjust to that too.
Yeah, the pace of walking. Oh my God,
too slow. Like they have nowhere to be.
Yeah,
that would
like,
drive me nuts.
La 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 la. You know?
Fuck yeah.
I've slowed my pace down to probably half of what it used to be, and I'm still blown by people on the street, and I've even slowed it down.
Yeah,
I've watched.
I get aggravated at people even here.
Yeah,
walk, go. Yeah. There's so many people here. We all have a place to be. Why are you buried in your phone, walking slow? It drives me nuts.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem here for me. But you know, hey, I'm 58. I'm getting older. I'm a freelance writer, so I'm not rushing to a job.
Sure.
And I'm starting to get into this Spanish vibe of like, hey, descansa, you know, relax.
Yeah, settle down a little bit. Nice.
Yeah, slow down. Where are you running to?
Yeah, it sounds like it sounds awesome on paper. I would love to be that way.
Yeah. I'm better at it.
Yeah.
But dude, the people are really friendly. The pace is slow. The food is phenomenal. Even like the average food is so much better than what you'll get in the States.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, we have all the bullshit in our food. It's fucking, we're like one of the fucking countries that it's like so much shit that we have in it banned everywhere else in the fucking world.
Yeah. There is a lot of food in the United States that you cannot buy here.
Yeah.
Because it's, red dye number 9 and
and all this weird chemical preservative shit and all the hormones and shit. Like a real chicken doesn't look like the shit that you have in the supermarket. Eggs and all that shit. It's all pumped full of bullshit.
Yeah.
But that's why
I would tell you since I moved here, I'm happy.
Good.
I'm happy.
And you see yourself staying there?
Oh yeah, it's home. It's home.
Okay.
I'll be
cool.
applying. I'm going to apply for citizenship. I'm definitely going to. It's home. I don't really want to go back to the States. Nothing against the United States.
Yeah.
Because personally, I don't care if you're on the left or you're on the right.
Yeah.
It's all fucked up.
It's all fucked up.
It's all fucked up.
It is.
And my best advice to anyone that decides to leave their country and set up life in another country, they need to do what I'm doing. I'm remaining completely fucking ignorant to Spain's politics because I don't want to hate the country, because I'm sure their politics are fucked up just like everybody else.
100%. Yeah. Yeah. It's like I agree with a little bit of this. I agree with a little bit of this. But then everyone is just like, all this, and we're going to forget about this, even though it's fucking horrific, but we're going to forget about this because my guy, and he said this, and enough, man. High school and romper room happened a long
Romper room.
Romper room.
Definitely.
You know what's bugged out about the kids, that whatever young people are going to be watching and listening to this, that they don't even know what romper room is? But you obviously do. And
I remember romper room.
Yeah. But how about this for something fucking crazy? United States in the 70s.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the mascot of romper room was?
No.
He was a bumblebee. You remember that?
Really?
He was a big bumblebee. He was a guy in a bumblebee suit, and you know what his
Okay.
name was?
No.
It's so fucking 70s, bro. His name was Doobie.
I love it. Doobie
It's
the
fucking
Bumblebee.
awesome. Doobie was the bumblebee on Romper Room. That's
strange.
deep shit right there.
Are you sure you were like a raging alcoholic? Because that's like a
I remember.
that's like a detail that your alcoholic brain should have purged.
Oh no, absolutely not. You remember how about here's another one. Remember the Mad Painter on Sesame Street? The little segment of the guy, and he would paint like a 9 on the like the back of like the guy's bald head or whatever.
Yeah.
That guy is the same guy who played Mr. Bentley on fucking whatever show that was.
Yeah.
Benson.
Oh, what was that? Benson.
Yeah. I remember that. I don't know why or how. The Mad Painter on Sesame Street was Mr. fucking Bentley. I don't know why.
Wow.
That
Mr. Bentley.
Yeah, I'm full of dumb, useless information.
Useless information. Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah. That's like me as a freelance content writer. Like a content writer, what a content writer does is he's given a topic and then he hits Google and he researches the topic. And you kind of ingest all of this information. And then you just regurgitate it out.
You write your own version.
Yeah. Like, this is what I do for a living.
Yeah.
Within 12 hours, I have purged all of that information. I've written so much about personal injury law in different states, and people will ask me a question about it, like, "Well, what's the statute of limitations in Wyoming?" I'm like, "I don't know." They're like, "I thought you wrote about, personal injury law in Wyoming." I'm like, "I've written 1,000 articles about it, but because it's not important to me, my brain is smart enough to go purge."
I think that the Doobie thing pops in my head because it's like drug related and it's some crazy 70s hippie shit. That's why. I think that's why it resonates.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, it's like this is a kid's show and the bee's name is Doobie. It's like
Doobie. Yeah,
it's great. I don't know.
I wonder if that was like a tongue in cheek, like a little behind the scenes joke, like.
Yeah,
hey, let's call the bee Doobie.
Of course, because they're all probably smoking joints while they're writing the show and coming up with the show. So yeah, let's do that because it was normal.
Dude, I started smoking weed at 12. I had a cool uncle. I don't know if he was that cool now that I think about it.
He was the cool uncle back then, though.
Yeah. He was like, "Hey, you want to smoke a Doobie?" I was like, "Okay." Like, am I going to taste colors, Uncle George?
Yeah.
And that was my big start,
Okay. I think I tried because my biological father, he would smoke. Like, I remember when I was a little kid, my mother and my father, they would be smoking pot all the time around the house. They would get out the Eagles album and they would break up the weed on the album cover and they would they would roll down into the shoebox lid and they would roll their joints and shit. My father would be all stoned and he would play chess with his buddies and shit. Like, why are these two burnouts staring at a board for an hour before they move anything? Because they're fucking high.
Because they're high. Yeah.
Because they're high and they're staring at fucking the chessboard. But I remember all that shit, man, and I wound up, my parents had gotten divorced, and I write all this obviously in the book, but whatever. So I always saw them rolling joints, but I never knew how to roll a joint, obviously. And I was like 10. And there was like a bag of weed on the refrigerator because I was a latchkey kid. It was just me and him, and he would be at work, and I'd be 10 years old with the silver ball chain with my one key and let myself. I'm growing up. This is the crack era in Far Rockaway, and I'm running around crazy. And I was like, oh, he's not gonna fucking notice if I take one rolling paper and a little bit of pop. And he never did. So I rolled like a little bit and I smoked. I don't even remember. I didn't even roll it right. I folded it up and it was just really bad. And I don't even think I caught any high or anything. I might have. I don't even remember. But yeah, it might have been the same day that I decided to light one of my He-Man figures on fire and walk around the house with it. Yeah, I caught a fucking beating behind that one. Stupid. Yeah. But I'm gonna say I really started my sister had issues before me.
Yeah.
She's 6 years older, and my father had issues. My mother didn't really have it. She smoked a little. She was a hippie girl, but she never had a
Mhm.
problem. Later on in life, she began to drink a little too much. But I wound up. I'm gonna say because my sister's 6 years older. I'm September 5th. She's September 6th,
Mhm.
but 6 years apart. So when she turned 21, I turned 15.
Yeah.
And she always said that when I turn 21, I'm going to bring my little brother out.
Yeah.
So she knew everybody in the neighborhood and everything. So she was able to get in everywhere because she was going there even as an underage girl. So I came and I was able to go in with her. So I became the young kid hanging out with her and all her older friends. So I'm
Mhm.
surrounded by people 21, 22, 23. I'm only 15. Those were
Yeah.
older people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was the kid with the cool guys, with the cool.
Mhm.
So that's when I really started to go out. And then, so I'm going to say 15, 16 was when I really started to go and like started to eat acid and all that kind of shit. And then the alcohol was basically, I'm going to say alcohol took over when I was like 18.
Mhm.
Like when I was like 18, it was like I found the booze. Like I would drink here and there, but then I found the booze and like, this is it. There was like a particular night. I remember it vividly for some reason. And I was just like, I was drinking a 32-ounce bottle of Budweiser. It was like my third one. I'm just like, yeah, what I'm feeling right now, I want this forever.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
And then 1,000 pages later in your book.
Yeah, and then 1,000 pages later, it's everything is fucking alcohol related.
Yeah.
All the dumb shit, everything, dude. And I'm sure, like, as you were writing, I mean, as I'm writing, I'm just like, all right, well, here's this chapter of my life, not necessarily the chapter, but this portion. Everything went to shit from here back because of booze and drugs.
Yeah.
I get my shit together a little bit. All these other things happen. What's the end result? Booze and drugs. Booze. Everything. It's like everything. Yeah. It's like I'm right here. All I have to do is take a half a step to the right and walk through the door. But instead, no, I got to smash myself against the wall right next to the open door for 2/3 of my life.
Yeah. Yeah. I can relate.
I know you can. Yeah. That's why I'm saying it. You get it.
I completely get it. I wish you a lot of luck with your book. I think you're an incredibly talented writer.
That's weird to say, but thank you. It's weird to hear that stuff. I don't know if it'll ever not be weird to hear, but I appreciate it. Yeah. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. And
enjoy the process.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm doing. That's why I said, like, whatever happens. I know that while I'm in the moment, I get this really cool feeling. It's a sense of accomplishment. It's very crazy. It's, like you think about a particular time in your life and it's kind of like a fleeting thought or whatever. But then when you're in it, and you put yourself back in your apartment where Marky Ramone came in and stuff like that. While you're writing that, as you're writing that, you're putting yourself right back into that moment. You know what I mean? So I'm doing that. So it's kind of even though I lived all of this, it's eye-opening in a different light now to be like, wow, I was a real fucking asshole to do that, or that was just stupid, or wow, I really just didn't give a fuck about nothing or anybody but myself. So it's therapeutic in that way, and it's eye-opening. You learn a lot about yourself, even though you've lived it. It's very cool. Yeah. Very nice. Where can people buy your book? Where can people follow you and see you and find you?
The book, you can find it on lulu.com, LULU.com.
I will also put the direct link to the book if you're watching this on YouTube or if you're listening to it on iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify, whatever, in the description of the episode, you will click on the link and buy this guy's book. It's not expensive either. Just buy the fucking thing.
Buy this book. I got bills to pay, kids.
Yeah, just fucking buy the book. It's a fucking awesome book. He's an independent writer. It's not like he's published by fucking whatever the fuck. It's a fucking awesome book. that should be in fucking mass production, my opinion.
Thank you.
100%, dude.
Yeah. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram. Just type in iBeam23. You'll find me.
There you go.
I'm always open. I'm always open for a dialogue with non-idiots.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I got it. I got it. There's a lot of idiots. I just don't associate.
You know what? Speaking of this, I think you'll get a kick out of this story. Just a couple nights ago, a guy hits me up on Facebook Messenger, and it's some Indian name. So, you know, me, I'm immediately thinking like, this guy's trying to sell me something, you know, some spammer. I open it up, and he's this nicest dude. He goes, hey, I just want to tell you, I just finished reading your book.
Wow.
He said, I lived in Bensonhurst. No, not Bensonhurst, in Bushwick in the 90s. And a lot of what you wrote, I experienced. I just wanted to tell you, thank you, blah, blah, blah. He's not expecting me to respond, right? I respond back. We end up chatting for like an hour.
Nice.
This dude, you know how he got clean?
Oh, boy.
John from the Cro-Mags introduced him to the Krishna temple on St. Mark's and got him into doing service for the homeless.
Wow.
So, yeah, small world, right? I was like,
shout out to John Bloodclot. He's a good dude.
Shout out to John, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know John. I met him through Roger a handful of times. I mean, I've seen the Cro-Mags play a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I know he's a longtime vegan. I know he's built like a fucking gorilla.
He's like 7 or 8 Iron Mans, like 5 books.
Yeah. But you know what? Good for him, because just hearing from this guy, he saved one person's life. I'm sure he saved more than that.
Yeah.
But I can speak directly and say that John helped this guy get off of heroin and learn to do service towards, you know, people who are less fortunate. That's fucking awesome. Beautiful. It's all great.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
Great. Yeah.
Yep. Isn't it funny how it's like we're like polar opposite in so many? We're the same in a lot of ways, because there's certain things like I'm the way I am. I'm just me. But your mindset on complete negativity and fuck all this and fuck all that, where it's like, wow, I'm fucking really happy that I just helped that person. Like when I was the complete most selfish jerk off motherfucker. Yeah. Now it's like, wow, like it makes you feel good. It's called growing up too, you know. It's called growing up.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah. I think guys like us, especially writing about it, if you can save one person, you know, one kid going down the road the wrong way and maybe read something and goes, hey, you know, I trust these guys. Like, I don't trust my parents and I don't trust
my mother and father. They don't know what they're talking about, because, you know, like as kids, you know, everyone goes through it where you think you know, you have the world.
You know everything.
And my parents don't know shit. Me, I have a 14-year-old daughter. So it's like, and I'll tell her, I'll be like, I already know what you're thinking. And she'll just be like, no, I'm not. I'm like, look at me. And then she'll start laughing. I'm like, you see, I already know. Like, don't ever think like that I don't know. I'm already 15 steps ahead of where you think I know you're at. You know what I mean? I already know your whole deal. And she knows that. But we have an awesome relationship. So
good.
It's amazing. So
is she in Brooklyn?
No, she's in Jersey with my ex-wife. But which is cool though. Me and my ex-wife are super cool.
Excellent.
Super cool with each other. She's like getting married again. I'm cool with her fiance. I ate dinner yesterday at their house, Christmas dinner. I'm sitting right across from her fiance, my daughter. You know, everything is fine. I have there's no issues there. It took a long time for us to get cool. Obviously, we got divorced and we were at each other's head for a little while, at each other's heads. But there's emotions and there's a child involved and whatever. But I'll tell it really quick. The day that we finalized our divorce, I was running late, and I got married in Jersey, so everything was in Jersey, under Jersey law. So, but we came to an agreement, and the court honored whatever we wanted for each other. But I had to rush there, and I didn't even have a cup of coffee that day. And we go through the whole thing. So everything is all said and done, and I'm starting to get the caffeine headache.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm talking with my lawyer in the lobby of the courthouse. She's talking with her lawyer, and I overhear her say that she's starving. So I stop what I'm saying to him, and I look over. I was like, "You want to go get breakfast?" She's like, "Sure." So she gets in her truck, I get in mine. We go to a diner. We sit there. We have breakfast. I pay the bill. We go into the fucking parking lot. I went, "So that's it, huh?" She went, "Yeah." I went, "Okay, cool. Happy divorce day." And we high-fived each other. We drove our separate ways. And from that day on, everything has been fucking cool.
Yeah, good.
You know? There's no using the child as a weapon bullshit. None of that.
Mm-hmm.
None of that.
Yeah.
Legally, I'm supposed to see my daughter every weekend, but my daughter's 14.
Yeah.
I'm not, honey, you want to come over this weekend? No, I'm going to do something. That's fine. I'm not going to prevent you from being a kid. You're my child. You have to be a child. You have to be a kid. But I see whatever I want. Yeah, whenever I want.
That's good.
So,
Good. Yeah.
So, and I realize every day that I am super fortunate for that because everyone knows the horror stories from ex-wives.
Yeah.
I am ridiculously fortunate and I'm grateful for it, and I realize it every day. So I don't take that shit for granted because you all know the stories.
Yeah.
I haven't had any. Luckily, right now, everyone has fucking peaks and valleys, but right now, you know, everything is cool on my end. So I just do what I'm supposed to do. I don't fucking bother nobody. I go to work. I pay my bills. I try to fucking be the best father I can. And I write my book and I talk to you. And that's it. I do the same thing every single day. Yeah. I have no complaints.
It sounds like a good life.
It really is. I mean, what's the alternative? Being miserable again?
Yeah.
Fuck that. Did enough of that shit in my life.
I have no interest in that.
No, none. Anybody that wants to fucking be the black cloud or be the accusatory fucking person or the judgmental person or try to, like I said before, you want to fucking shit in my farina when there's fucking when I'm doing good shit and you're just jealous because your life is fucking crumbling for your own fucking reasons or whatever. I don't have any time for that. Get your shit together because you know what? I got my shit together and, you know, and I was a fucking disaster area. I was a fucking mess, you know, living in my truck with nothing, with my cell phone service turned off, with no fucking food, no job, and nowhere to fucking go. I think I'm doing all right. I pay my own way. I fucking go on road trips. I spoil the shit out of my daughter. I do whatever, you know, and I'm fortunate because I'm not lazy. I channeled all my negative shit. And now everything, maybe I'm overcompensating my addictive personality with doing stuff, and I might do that, but I'm putting that much energy into doing positive shit and things that don't bother nobody or hurt anybody. So I can't complain, bro.
Good.
Yeah. And you are too. You fucking hop, skipped, and the jump. You went to fucking Spain. You're doing your fucking thing. You look like you're freezing over there. But, you know.
I hate being cold, man.
I fucking hate it too. I'm such a bitch when it comes to being cold. And I live in New York, fucking Northeast my whole life. Cold, I hate it. The fucking worst.
I was that way my whole life. And
me too.
Here, winter, actually in inland Spain, it can get cold. It can snow. But like Barcelona, the coldest it'll get in the winter at night is maybe 38, 39.
Okay.
But dude, it's like 59 degrees during the day, and I'm like, oh, where's my wool hat? Like I'm fucking freezing.
Really? In the winter?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Summer's hot. Summer's, 85, 90.
Okay. But is it humid like fucking New York or no?
No, it's much drier.
Yeah. Okay.
So it suits me. Yeah.
Right.
I'll suffer through it over here.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. That's funny. Well, I gotta say, before I forget though, the last episode that I did, I think I forgot to say it. Well, a lot of people know that I had an Instagram page for the Brooklyn Blast Furnace. That shit was hacked like over 2 years ago. So I have no control over that. So It's dead. And I'm not going to start another one of this blast furnace, whatever, because then I'm going to start fielding questions. Well, I followed this one. No, it's this one. It's not this one. It's that. No. So what I did as far as Instagram is concerned, the book Instagram is also going to be the podcast Instagram. Okay. And you can follow that at Relatively Unscathed. RELATIVELY. Is that right? UNSCATHED. Relatively Unscathed on Instagram. And in the link in that bio is a link tree. You can find the podcast and everything book related in that link tree. I think when you click on it, it'll say Blast Furnace link tree. You click on that, and then it'll give everything where you find the podcast. Just because I don't need to run another fucking page or Instagram thing. But yeah, there's the book group, Relatively Unscathed group. I think I have a pinned post in the Blast Furnace group, and just follow it and do whatever, listen to it, share it if you want. And last but not least, I do have one sponsor that came over from the last Blast Furnace time frame, and that's Generation Records in the West Village, located at 210 Thompson Street in the West Village. Follow them on Instagram at Generation Records. Mark is a good dude. Ron Grimaldi is there, who's also a good dude. And it's an independent record store that's been there since the mid-90s. So New York City shit, mom and pop store, and they always supported my shit. And they're good guys, so support them. And maybe we'll get more sponsors, maybe not. If I do, cool. If I don't, that's cool too. And other than that, man, you have any closing words for the kids? Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. Stay in school.
Yes.
No, man, just, you can have fun without all that other bullshit because, them hard drugs, they don't lead you anywhere good.
Nope.
They don't lead you anywhere. They ruin fucking lives. They ruin friendships. Just
families, friendships, relationships.
Just read my book. You'll see how bad it is.
Yeah, it gets fucking really dark, and it's not fucking cool, and it's not cool.
No.
It's cool that you could fucking read it and be like, all right, well, I went through it. That's a cool thing that you fucking survived. But you don't have to fucking go that route.
No.
The route that you did, the route that I did, millions of other fucking people.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to talk to you, my friend.
Yeah, it was good, brother.
I knew that it would go like this. We just be talking. I don't even realize we're recording. It's whatever.
Yeah. Just like that.
Yeah, 100%. And we'll do it again. We'll do it again in the future.
Sure.
I'm down. Yeah, me too. I'm down. I do whatever I want with this thing. It's my thing. I don't care. It's
Yeah,
buddy. So
good, brother.
Is it iBeam23 on Instagram, and look up Michael iBeam Klein on Facebook. You'll find them. And the link for the book will be in the description of all this. And buy the book. And you also have another book. You could just mention that one too.
Yeah, I have a book, my first book, which is called My Adventures in Tuva. Tuva is a place no one's ever heard of. It's
I never heard of it until I saw your book.
Yeah, it's a small republic in Siberia. It shares a border with Mongolia, and that was sort of long story. But when I got clean was when I had discovered the music of this place, the Republic of Tuva. So I wrote this other book not about drugs, not about cool ass New York City.
Right.
About cold ass Siberia, which I traveled there 3 times. So.
Okay. That's awesome. I will actually pick that book up and I will absolutely read it. So while you're on lulu.com, you get this book. I'm sure within a click or two, maybe even on the same page, it'll be, you'll see your other book. But I just want to make sure that you mention that book as well, because it's one of your other works. So that's why you appreciate it. Awesome, dude. Well, listen.
Oh, good, man.
It's like fucking 2:40 in your time, right?
Yeah. It's late, and we're actually heading to some little town called Karabaka tomorrow, and my wife is like, "You're gonna be up on time, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be up on time."
All right. So we're gonna cut you loose so you can go get some sleep.
All right.
All right, brother. Listen, once
All
again,
right.
I appreciate you, man, and
Yeah.
you wrote an awesome book, and we'll definitely be in touch, bro.
Definitely.
All right. Awesome to
appreciate it,
actually
man.
meet you and actually
Yeah, yeah,
instead of Facebook Messenger to actually talk with you. This is
yeah.
awesome.
This is a little more real life.
Exactly. Exactly. Cool, man.
All right, brother.
All the best, my man.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Be good, brother.